General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 15th tease that at the hospital where Sunny was brought in, Phyllis, the nurse who looked after Nina years ago, would help Sunny. He attracts Phyllis when they laugh about the food and the wine. Sunny's clothes will tell Phyllis he must have the money. There's no match for the missing person description, but Sunny's wedding ring will tell Phyllis that someone must be looking for him. Phyllis will be impressed with Sunny's survival instincts. Sunny still won't have any memories of what happened to him or where he came from, but Phyllis will still put a lot of hope into him. She'll refer to the treatment of a woman who has been in a coma for 20 years. She'll talk about visiting that woman recently in Port Charles, so Sunny will seem pensive. She'll also pay attention to Sunny's classic timepieces, so he'll read the words, "Mike, there's never enough time." Going back to Cyrus, he will be heard by Sasha Gilmore about the reason she nearly died. Sasha will insist that Cyrus needs to deal with his mother's problems, so that comment will shock Cyrus. Cyrus will lament his poor sick mother who has been kicked out of her long-term care facility and will motivate Sasha to have some compassion. Sasha won't have a lot of sympathy when Cyrus blew up the floating rib. She'll feel like Cyrus spends all of his time looking after the families of others while he mulls over Jason. When Brando shows up, he'll pull Sasha out of Cyrus and ask her why she's still bothering his boss. Cyrus will notice Brando's beaten face and ask him about it, and he'll have to admit that he had sex with a girl who already had a boyfriend. But that'll come later. Sasha will try to reassure that Brando is fine, but Cyrus will want her to leave. Next, Cyrus would order Brando to use Sonny Corinthos' death to his advantage and try to gather information about Florence. Brando would grumble about the Corinthos' disbelief in him, but Cyrus would want Brando to handle the task, or else he would go to the feds about Dev Cersei. Before Cyrus leaves, he will mention that Sasha was and probably still is close to Michael Corinthos. Brando will then rip Sasha to pieces for provoking Cyrus, but she will counter that it was a teachable moment.